Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Alyssa. So I wanted to do a kind of sit down, more serious video today because lately I've just had a few things on my mind just about staying motivated, staying productive, establishing routines for myself because I'm kind of in my first real year of working in the corporate world and living on my own, and it's been really hard to navigate. I think it's really interesting how we emphasize how difficult our high school and kind of like later teens years are, which I still think is very valid. They're definitely very difficult. You're going through a very transformative period of your life. But honestly, your early to mid 20s is also a very transformative period of your life. Like, when you leave college and you're no longer within the structural bounds of college or just school in general, and then you're working in a corporate job for the first time, if you choose to work in a corporate job for the first time, and you're living on your own after living with your parents for 18 plus years, it's really difficult to navigate. Like, your parents obviously set you up as well as they can, but nothing can truly prepare you because you have to kind of live and experience it yourself to truly understand and kind of like gain your footing. So I kind of like sat down with myself and I've watched, videos on YouTube and had some serious conversations with myself because I love structure, I love being on a schedule, I love having routines. And I felt lost in that. I didn't have any of that and I couldn't find the motivation for it. And to be completely transparent, I still struggle to find the motivation because, working is really exhausting and paying bills and stuff. I know I'm preaching to the choir. I'm not the first person to do this, nor am I the last, but I think I at least have some helpful, meaningful advice I can still contribute to the conversation. So I basically wrote a list of my top 10 things that have helped me stay productive, stay motivated, and have helped me feel like I have somewhat of a grasp on my new adult life. So I hope these tips help you. I love having conversations like these, so please, if you like these types of videos, let me know. I'd love to make more. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button so you can support this channel, and you'll also get notified every single time that I post if you hit the notification bell as well. So let's just jump right into these tips that I have for you today. So my first tip is to release yourself from expectations and redefine what productivity is. What I mean by releasing yourself from expectations is stop degrading and being so hard on yourself if you are not productive 100% of the time, because you're a human being. And one of my favorite quotes is, not even flowers bloom all year round, so why should you? And that really got my brain thinking, because I'm so hard on myself if every single day I'm not productive all day. Productivity can look like, reading a book, putting on a face mask, watching a movie that's been on your bucket list for a really long time. Productivity is a lot of different things, and self-care still counts as being productive. So release yourself from the expectation that every minute of every day you need to be working on a hobby, working on a side hustle, cleaning, doing your, corporate job, or contributing to some greater purpose. Sometimes just allowing yourself to sit on the couch for 10 minutes and meditate is still productive. So redefine what productivity means to you and stop holding yourself to expectations, because you're a human being and you can only do what your energy allows you to, and you're gonna really drain all of your energy if you don't be a little bit easier on yourself. My second tip is to hold yourself accountable and practice self-discipline. This is something that I am definitely working on, especially the self-discipline part, because I'm constantly telling myself that, I deserve a new pair of shoes, I deserve a dress, I deserve this, and this. And that's not necessarily untrue. I do deserve that, but I need to have more self-discipline and understand when, enough is enough. Treating myself sometimes is great, but I can't continue to convince myself that I will treat myself all the time because all my savings will be gone. Something that I've worked on for a really long time. Like if I just carelessly let myself splurge, you know, every single day, you know, my savings will dwindle, and that's not taking care of my future self. So practicing self-discipline is really, really important. And like I said in my first tip, sometimes watching a TV show, watching a movie, laying on the couch is productive because you're giving yourself a break, or you're taking care of yourself. But another thing that's really important is holding yourself accountable. So, you know, if you've been reading for a good amount of time or watching a show for a good amount of time, and there are some things on your list that you just really, really, really need to get done, like paying a bill or cleaning, because you know your future self will thank you if you clean instead of continuing to push it off. Holding yourself accountable is gonna help you find that balance between relaxing and giving yourself a break, and doing the things that you need to get done. So practicing self-discipline, holding yourself accountable, that's super important, and a brain thing that you need to get down in order to stay productive and have that balance. My third tip is to-do lists. I am a to-do list girl. I'm a list in general girl. I will text myself things right before I fall asleep because I'm terrified I'm gonna forget them the next day, of things that I just have to get done. I am the type of person where I like to physically write things down with a pen and a piece of paper, because the action of physically crossing it off is like psychologically a high for me. I know that there's definitely psychology behind physically doing something, physically crossing something off. You feel like you've been productive, even though, you know, something that you doesn't have a physical visual to prove that you finished something. At least you have this list with a line through it that shows that you accomplished that thing. So I strongly recommend making lists. I like to make lists every morning or every week. It helps me visualize everything that I need to get done and kind of plan out my day accordingly. I like to do like 3 big goals and 3 small goals. It helps me feel like it's very digestible. The small goals are things that, you know, don't have to be done today, but it would be really helpful if I finish them today. And it kind of keeps me on track of things that I need to get done in the long term. So strongly recommend, you know, treating yourself to like a little journal and a pen, and just, or even a planner. Planners are great too, and just writing lists. It's very, very helpful. My fourth tip is don't sit down, don't go on your phone. A routine that I'm trying really hard to establish is getting up at 6 a.m. to work out before work, because I always love myself when I get up early and work out before work. That way working out isn't hanging over me all throughout the day. And I find that if I go on my phone right when I get up, or if I come and sit on the couch right when I get up, I am way less likely to go downstairs and go work out. So if I just go right into the bathroom and I start brushing my teeth, I start doing my skincare, I am way more likely to go down, because I'm telling myself, all right, you're already up, like you might as well just go. So I definitely think this is part of that self-discipline, holding yourself accountable aspect. But even if you're sitting on the couch and you tell yourself, okay, just stand up for 10 seconds. When you're up, you can tell yourself now, okay, I'm up. Like I just need to go do what I need to do. Like I'm not sitting on the couch anymore, I'm up. If you even need to do like jumping jacks for 10 seconds to give yourself a little like adrenaline rush, a little bit of energy, do that. If there's just things that you really know that you need to get done, and that you're gonna be so happy with yourself when you get them done, and you know that you're just kind of being a little bit lazy and you don't really wanna get up, just don't sit down, don't go on your phone. And if you already did sit down, stand up and convince yourself, okay, you're already up. Just go do what you need to do. The quicker that you get it done, the quicker that you can come back to the couch. So my fifth tip for staying motivated and staying productive is establishing routines and setting yourself up for success as much as you possibly can. I know establishing routines is not an easy process, and I actually plan on making a video on how to establish routines. But a quick tip about establishing routines is I kind of think to myself, okay, what's a routine that I really would like to implement in my life, because I think it's gonna make my life easier, it's gonna make me feel more well-rounded, it's gonna make me feel healthier. One of the biggest routines that I really wanted to establish was a skincare routine, for example, but I couldn't convince myself to just go in the bathroom and do it. Like I was too lazy to take care of myself. And I basically felt this way because I was just saying, oh, you need to do this because all the girls on TikTok do it. It's how you become that girl. But then I started telling myself, that's that's not true at all. I should take care of my skin because it's my skin, and I should take care of myself, and this is a form of self-care, and I'm doing this for my future skin, and so future Alyssa will be really happy with me for taking care of my skin in my early 20s. So reminding yourself that like you shouldn't do things for the aesthetic or because you think that's what girls like you should do or people like you should do. You need to do things for you and you alone, and for your health and for your benefit. A way that I established my skincare routine was like, I know I at least need to go to the bathroom and brush my teeth. So after I was done brushing my teeth, I kind of just looked at myself in the mirror and I'd be like, Alyssa, you're already in here. Just do one thing. Just do the first step of your skincare routine. So I started with one thing, and I was like, sometimes I would have the energy to do like the full skincare routine, but if I didn't, I would just tell myself, okay, just do one thing. And then I would do one thing for like 3 days. And then after those 3 days, I would add one more thing on top of that. And then I would do that for 3 days. And then I would keep adding things until I got to like my full like ideal skincare routine. And now I've been slowly adding things on, and I'm so used to doing it that I don't really have to convince myself to do it anymore, because I think they say it takes like 21 days to form a habit or something like that. And so since I was kind of like slowly adding things on, starting with one thing and adding one thing after another, I just kind of got myself used to it to the point that I didn't have to convince myself anymore. And I think that is like kind of what I mean by setting yourself up for success. But a better example of setting yourself up for success is making things as easy as possible for you for the next day. So like I said a little bit earlier in this video, one thing that's really important to me is working out before work. So a way that I set myself up for success is setting out my workout clothes, setting out a pair of socks, setting out my headphones and everything that I need to go work out. That way, all I need to do is get up and grab my stuff, go straight to the bathroom and change into everything. And I can't just come out on the couch and be like, oh, I don't feel like getting my clothes out. I don't feel like finding like all of my workout things. I've already set myself up for success. So to me in my head, I'm like, okay, I already did that last night. I already spent all that energy trying to make things easier for myself today. So I might as well just go do it. And you can set yourself up for success in so many different ways. I mean, just taking out chicken for the dinner later tonight is setting yourself up for success. Doing things the day before or earlier than you need to do them in order to make things easier for your future self is gonna help you like psychologically be like, okay, well, I did that earlier. Like I might as well just finish that task now. My sixth step to stay productive and motivated is just remind yourself why you're doing this. You're doing this to take care of yourself. You're doing this for self-care. You're doing this for your mental well-being. You're doing this for your future self, and you're doing this because unfortunately we're adults now and we need to get things done, and we need to take care of more stuff than we are used to. So sometimes when I'm just feeling really unmotivated, I don't want to get up. Like for example, one thing that I really struggle with is working out, but working out is really, really important to me, not in a toxic way, but in a, I want to take care of my heart way. I want to feel good about my body way, and I want to take care of and move my body type of way, especially because I work an office 9 to 5. And I don't feel good when I just sit down all day and I don't do anything active. So that's what working out is for me. And when I'm not feeling very motivated, I just kind of have to have a conversation with myself, and I tell myself, Alyssa, you know you're gonna feel better when it's done. You know that you're doing this because you deserve the body that you desire, and you deserve to have a healthy, strong heart. And I just keep telling myself, I deserve this. I deserve the feeling that I'm gonna have after. And just remind yourself, like, you're doing this for you. That's all that matters. If you need to clean the bathroom, just tell yourself you're gonna feel so much better when it's done and you have a clean space and you don't have to keep beating yourself up about it. Even though you shouldn't beat yourself up about it. That's an upcoming tip. But unfortunately, as human beings, we do beat ourselves up about it. So just reminding yourself that you're doing all of this not to torture yourself, but just to treat yourself and do what you need to do to be happy. My seventh step I kind of mentioned earlier about the list, but setting big and small goals. If you make every single task or goal really, really big and you're super hard on yourself and you're like, if I don't get everything done, like, it's not okay, I have to get everything done today. Think about everything that you need to get done and then set 3 big goals and 3 small goals. Your small goals can be as little as making your bed or fluffing the pillows. They're small enough and that they're very quick and easy to do, and it kind of gets like the momentum going, and you're like, okay, awesome, I feel so great. I'm crossing these things off my list. And making your bed, I never really used to do that, but my boyfriend does it, and now I see like how transformative it is, because if I didn't get anything done today, at least I made my bed. And making my bed is almost another way that I'm setting myself up for success, because as soon as I wake up, my boyfriend sleeps in later than me, so I don't get to make the bed that often. But if I am making the bed, as soon as I wake up, I've already accomplished one thing for the day, and it makes me way more motivated to continue being productive and getting things done, because I think we all feel good when we accomplish things and we're productive. It makes us feel like we're making good use of our day. So that's just one quick way to get the day off on a good foot, and then that'll make you more motivated to accomplish your bigger goals, like finishing all the laundry or doing a deep clean of the house, or, you know, running all of your errands. My 8th tip to staying productive and motivated is practicing gratitude. This may not seem like it would be relevant, but practicing gratitude is such a game changer. You know, when I don't feel motivated to clean the house, I'll kind of look around and be like, wow, I am so grateful for this home that I am able to be safe in and house a cat in and share so many memories with my partner in. And I kind of look around and I'm like, I'm so grateful for it that I want to take care of it. I want to take care of it and keep up with it and make it stay nice, so I feel happy in my environment. Being grateful for my skin, being grateful for my body, that it takes me the places that I need to go, that I'm able to move and do all these amazing things. Practicing gratitude in every single way, because it puts you in a good mindset, it helps you become more positive, and when you're in a better mood, when you're in a better mindset, it is more likely that you'll want to get up and do things. But just reminding yourself that whatever you're doing is contributing to a greater purpose that you are grateful for. So practicing gratitude, I know it's really hard, because I myself used to be, I don't want to say that I'm presently a person that still leans negative, because I'm getting rid of that narrative. I used to be someone that very often leaned negatively, like I was very cynical about everything, and I try very hard to practice gratitude now, even if I'm not feeling super grateful or super positive. If I just remind myself of things that I have no option but to feel grateful for, like my health, waking up that morning, my family, my friends, my eyesight, my smell. If you're lucky enough to have those abilities, you should remind yourself of that, and you should be very, very grateful for it. And I'm telling you, it's a game changer. It helps with your mindset so much. My 9th tip to staying productive and motivated is to not be hard on yourself. If you went through the whole day and you got 50, 60, 70%, 40, 30, if you got anything done, you should feel happy about that. If you didn't get anything done, maybe your body just needed to rest, and you can't be hard on yourself, because you're putting yourself in a very dark place. You're putting yourself in a box, degrading yourself for things that in the grand scheme of things don't truly matter. Obviously, when we want to get things done, for our sanity, for our health. But if you were not able to accomplish everything in 24 hours, that does not make you a bad person. That does not mean that the world is ending. You just didn't do it, and that's fine. It'll be okay, and that's not the end of the world. And that leads me into my 10th and final tip. Tomorrow is a new day. Again, if you weren't able to finish everything today, tomorrow is a new day. You're gonna be able to try again. And you can try all these tips all over again. You have time. There's not only 24 hours to accomplish things. You are gonna be okay. Tomorrow's a new day. And if you did get a lot of stuff done, that's awesome. Reward yourself. Watch your favorite TV show. Go get a candy. I don't know, just whatever small way you can reward yourself, do it. If that's what helps you and motivates you, I think you deserve it. It's really hard, especially in the age of COVID, to stay motivated or even feel like, what's the purpose in it all. So if there's a little way that you can reward yourself just for accomplishing the day, do that, because dude, this is hard, and I'm here with you. It's very difficult, and all you can do is try, hold yourself accountable, you know, do all of these 10 steps, and I promise it'll just like transform your life. It's not always going to be perfect, because like I said, I'm still struggling because we're in a very like weird time right now. But if you're trying, that's amazing, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm proud of you for even clicking on this video and watching it, because wanting to change your lifestyle is the first step. Like, even watching tips on how to do it is the first step. So I hope you enjoyed these tips. These have really helped me in just staying motivated and staying productive, especially in not only a weird time in my life, but in a weird time of like the world in general. So don't be too hard on yourself. It's gonna get better, and just keep trying. Again, it would mean the world to me if you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get notified every single time that I post. You can follow me along on Instagram. I like to kind of post stories and take you through my day, take you through things that I feel like I'm being productive about, and just show you what I'm doing throughout the day. So you can follow my Instagram as well if you'd like, and you can leave a like, leave a comment, whatever you feel like doing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!